We are leaving Grafton, heading north. Not kidding. These are our friends that we hung out with. They live here. Mike and Peggy. Very nice people. We had a great time. Partying in Grafton. What a town. Don't miss it if you're coming through. It was a wonderful time. Goodbye. Leaving Grafton. Fun town. And we are heading up to Illinois. Double flags. To get out of there because of all the current. We are coming up to an area where there's a ferry that takes cars across from one side to the other, just north of Grafton, Illinois. The ferry's just pulling in. You can see the guy on the front getting ready to help get it docked. And then they'll load off the cars. There's another one that's down a little bit south of Grafton, and we walk down and can watch that right from the shore. It's kind of fun to watch all the cars drive off and people. Coming to Grafton to party. Party town. You can kind of see the car. It's driving off now. I don't see any cars getting ready to come on. But maybe it's more popular to come this way. This is the Grafton side. Can't tell we love Grafton, can you?
So Maureen's giving me a little break from driving. Got her on the little stool so she can see, because there still are some logs. We're on the Illinois River this morning. It's a gorgeous day, and the logs aren't too bad today, but you still have to stay very vigilant in looking for them. You can tell the water's pretty high, but it's a little hard to see. There is signs that it's coming down. You see right against above the water line, about, looks like it's down a couple feet from the last couple days. It's really great to have a co-pilot along that can take over and give you a break from the eye strain and trying to spot logs and branches and what have you.
We were passing the River Dock restaurant, a place you can pull up and go eat if you want. We've never done it, but because it's always too soon after leaving Grafton, or it's almost to Grafton, really. So one day. We are approaching the Harden Highway Bridge. He's already raised it for us, so we can go right through. He said it was because of high water, it was at 20 feet. I think we could have made it through if the water wasn't so high, because it does say it could be 25 feet under normal water conditions. But he had to get it up for us, so we're grateful for that. Sorry for these people that are waiting. Pretty cool, these bridges, how they go up and down. I love looking at all the gears and everything up there. They're close. Like, I assume he's over there in that gate. So I'll wave to him. Thank you. Going underneath the bridge. Solid. Florence Highway Bridge, Florence Highway Bridge. This is Pleasure Craft Freebird.
Go ahead from Florence Highway Bridge.
We are heading upriver, coming from the south, going north, about a mile away from you.
Keep her coming, get up here a little closer, I'll get the bridge up for you.
Thank you very much.
Thundering across the bridge. We had to wait for a train one time on this bridge that seemed like it was miles long. So I'm hoping that this one is a little shorter as the bridge master promised. So we just passed the Florence Railroad Bridge and we heard what we thought was thunder. It's actually a quarry mine here, and they radioed us and asked that we come by nice and slow because they're loading some barges. So there's a conveyor belt, and this dump truck dumps some type of crushed material into a hopper, and then the conveyor takes it out and is dumping it into this barge. And this tugboat, he's the guy who radioed us to take it easy, because he's just using his engines to push that barge into the shoreline while they're loading it. It's kind of hard to tell how big that dump truck is, but into the boat, if that was full of water, could probably float in that. And now you see the conveyor belt starting to spit out that dump truck is dumping it. There comes another dump truck into view. So in this one, it's a continuous process to load these barges.
Here's a little ingenious thing my husband came up with. It's called a Jackery, and you plug it in when you're in power and get it all charged up, and you can plug in anything you want to it. It's got USB ports, it's got one regular plug, and some tells you how much is left. It says 97% still. And I charge my iPad because I use that a lot, and my phone, and then now I have some new microphones so you don't hear the wind noise, and got that little packet going there. So it's a great thing to have when you're traveling a good 8, 9, or 10 hour day. Here's a little closer view of Lrange Lock, and we are happy to not have to go through a lock. Almost see that the wall is almost completely underwater. It probably was a few days ago, but the water levels have come down a little bit, and he said it's about 5 feet higher than it needs to be for using a lock. So that's good. I don't think it was much of a lock to begin with. I think when I read it, it was just maybe 10 feet or something like that. Anyways. We are very happy to just drive by. We're doing a drive-by, but a nice drive-by. We've slowed down quite a bit for them, and oh, look at all those logs. piled up, just waiting. There's always a collection of those at the lock. It's never fun to go in and out and have a bunch of those floating. Some big ones in there. Okay.
On the Illinois River, waiting for the Beardstown Railroad Bridge to raise. Back here is a barge you can tie up to. We've never done it, but we know a lot of loopers will tie to that barge overnight. We head up to an anchorage. And this is the bridge that we're waiting for. You maybe heard the train, and I can hear it rumbling along. It's blowing its horn, letting us know it's going to be here soon. It's supposedly a short one, so we shouldn't have to wait too long. Something interesting on the Beardstown Railroad Bridge, it has a radar. Looks like it might be Furuno, but really a marine radar way at the top up there, so it can see down the river either way, see what's coming. That's a good idea. Well, the bridge master's definition of short train is not the same as mine. Very interesting though, every single car is pretty much identical. I don't know if anything in them, there's no, look like some kind of coal cars, but there's no coal heat on the top. All right. The short train is finally over. Kind of interesting, there's an engine in the back. They don't do cabooses anymore. I imagine that guy can be pushing as well as pulling. So now we'll see how long it takes to raise this baby. Well, I missed it on video, but we just got a horn blast from the bridge. And that usually means they're going to start raising the bridge. There was a red light in the very center up there of those 4 lights, and it's out. There's no green light on. Yeah, and if you look closely, you see the bridge starting to go up. It's a fairly large bridge, so it's going to take a little while to raise. We obviously don't need it all the way up, but there is a towboat that we just passed coming up behind us, and so they get a 2-for-1 out of us today. Beardstown Bridge, we sure appreciate you letting us through. Maureen did a great job of maneuvering us here at this bridge, waiting for it to go up, and she's going to take it through. I've been on a little break. It's been a log dodging day, so my eyes are tired, and she's taking second shift. Beautiful day in Beardstown. Pretty nice looking bridge, even though it's not painted. It's just a rust color. It kind of does it right. So it's the what do they call that? Patina type. Let it get a coating of rust to protect itself.
This is what it looks like passing a tow from my view here, where I like to sit in the pilot house. We just called him and he told us to go ahead and pass him on the 2, which means our starboard side. I think we got that down now. It's a little confusing, but only because it's kind of a little different if you're going straight head on or you're passing a barge. One of our viewers, though, told us that it's your side, not, and this guy's the captain, not his side, so there he is. He is pushing a few barges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know how many wide. Looks like maybe 3 wide. So it'll take us a little while to get by them. corner we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. Our anchorage tonight on Snicarte Island. It's a little cut off and just pull up and put the anchor in, and the current keeps you straight. And it's real pretty. And that's the main river out there where the barges will go by. It's pretty far from that, so we should be pretty calm here. You can see the current moving. You watch all the stuff flowing by. Not the cleanest water, but we're not getting in it, so it's fine. I like that tree, it's pretty. Cooperative ambassador going by as we're anchored here in a nice place. Got here in the nick of time. Just pulled in and there he is. We don't have to pass him.
I'd really like to thank all of Freebird's subscribers. We really enjoy reading your comments and answering your questions. Please subscribe and come along for the ride.